About a week ago, while I was writing this speech of mine, I realized something about us, the adolescents. I realized when we were kids, we knew that the puberty was coming. And we know what was puberty, which is a good thing, because if you see the change, you can take the precautions for it. And you can adapt the change, which is a good thing. It's a circle of life thingy you have to do to make your life greater. We also know that every person in this room has distinct emotions. Like you can be angry, you can be happy, you can be arrogant, you can be stubborn. For example, I'm an angry person. It's sometimes losing control, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me. But the thing is actually, if you have some emotions similar to mine, then you may have some problems in this puberty process. So we know that the relationship between us and our parents can sometimes get complicated. And we also know there are some experts, psychiatrists and psychologists, who are giving speeches, writing articles, talking about this topic. So some people say these speeches are making, these experts are making the topic way more easier to understand, and some say it's more confusing to understand. I'm on the more confusing side. So let me explain. So we need to take into consideration that these experts are actually doctors. They see the patient, they see the illness, they see the symptoms, and they make the diagnosis, which is not a very good way in psychology, because in psychology, every person is different because of the human factor. So you can't just get rid of the human factor and just tell them, okay, so there's two men, right? They both have depression. But one man had depression from a car crash, and the other one had depression from a bad day, for example. You can't cure these people with the same way. That's not possible. So I don't think this is the great way to do it. However, I'm not telling you just to ignore or get rid of your, psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just telling you that you and your parents are already at a bond that your psychologist or psychiatrist can never reach. Like, another example. So you went to this psychologist to fix your relationship with your parents, right? The psychologist actually needs time to learn you, your ideas, your personality, and at the same time to learn your parents, their ideas, and their personality. On the other side, you and your parents already have reached a level of bond, a trust bond, a love bond between you. So what I'm going to say is just use this as an advantage. As experts say, most of the relationship problems comes from lack of communication, which is caused by the differences between the generations in our topic. And lack of communication actually resulting in conflict. So, what are we going to do to prevent conflict? It's easy, actually. It's obviously communicating, talking, speaking. Not lying, not keeping secrets, and respect is keywords in this topic. If you're going to do these kind of stuff, then don't even try. Don't even bother to trying. Well, as I said, every person's story is different. It has similarities, but it's different. My puberty story has started like all of you. I was a kid. I was on the verge of puberty, but I was ready for it. I thought I was ready. I was very confident in myself because I thought I was like, bring it on. Because I didn't realize how big this and effective the changes would be in my life. So let's cut it short. After being an adolescent, I became this, this little jerk. So what do you mean by jerk, you say? So you see a guy, right? He's your friend, or she's your friend. And that man or woman has every idea about every topic in the whole world. He knows everything. He has some ideas. And you see that man, you know that, okay, he reads some books, he's smart, okay, we understand, that's good. But when you actually know a topic and he's talking about that topic, you realize that that man or woman doesn't actually have an idea about what he's saying. I became that guy. As I must say it was the best days of my life, the best days. I could literally speak about every topic in the whole world without even researching it or reading a paper about it. And the worst part wasn't even that. I was so persistent of my words. You know how? It was power. If we are talking about a topic, right, and I'm telling you some ideas. That idea, in my head, is now a fact, an undeniable fact, and you can't cross my idea because it's a fact made by me. Go talk another topic. Oh, you can't do that because I only talk about the topic too. So this continued on until a school project my teacher gave me. And as every good student, I asked my parents to help me, and my father accepted to help me. So we're going to do the project. It was going smooth, it was going nice. Everything is fine until we start to have some little conflicts between me and my father as we go deeper in the project. So those little conflicts turned into ginormous conflicts. And after some time, my father was like, I'm sick and tired of your nonsense, and I'm out. Go to your cell phone. I was like, big deal. You know, who needs my father? You know, there's a school project. I'm doing this from the first year to the 10th year. I did millions of these. Who needs them anyway, right? It was easy. It was a school project, for God's sake. How hard could it be? It actually took 20 minutes for me to realize that I couldn't do it because I didn't have the knowledge to do it. It wasn't like if I could start the project, then maybe I can continue on. No, it wasn't like that. I literally couldn't do it. I didn't have the knowledge to do it. My breathing gets getting narrower. I'm nearly crying. It's the worst case scenario. I'm panicking. And there's a still untouched project in front of me. Later, my father came and told me to obey. Normally, I wouldn't do such a things like that because, you know, ideas. But I had no choice. I had to finish my project. So I let my father take me to a whole nother level of imagination that I didn't know even existed. It was the best days of my life. It was better than the best days of my life. It was such a great time that I was like experiencing like a new home that I didn't know I bought it. So that project finished in an hour. I gave my project. I get an A+. It's good. The thing's going good. But what I want to say here is that puberty can get very, 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 very hard in some times. And sometimes parents can get these delusional ideas about your future, your life. Well, you gotta remember that they've been this process, they have gone through this process, and they know they're experienced. And you gotta respect them sometimes, but they have to know that they gotta listen to you too, because it's your life. Thank you.